Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here. Don't forget to subscribe. And today, I want to talk about Roblox, the children's game, because they have a child predator problem. Now, this is actually really interesting, and if you didn't know what's going on, Roblox is, for the record, a popular online game for kids. As I just mentioned, they're under fire at the moment over allegations that they fail to protect children from sexual predators. Now, the prevalence of pedophiles using Roblox has been under scrutiny for years now, and we're going to talk about that because, quite frankly, I think it's an important one as well. And also, to be fair to Roblox, any platform that kids are on that has a social media function is essentially going to be targeted by predators as well. This issue gained traction over the past couple of weeks after a decision by Roblox executives to ban a user who claimed to have exposed predators on the platform. And we're going to be talking about that individual as well. So a statement from Roblox defended the ban, saying, quote, "While seemingly well-intentioned, the vigilantes we've banned have taken actions that are both unacceptable and create unsafe environment for users." That obviously set off a torrent of backlash, including a petition circulated by Representative Ro Khanna, he's a Democrat from California, to urge Roblox to, quote, "do more to protect children, provide more support to parents, and strengthen law enforcement protocols that help bring predators to justice," end quote. That makes a lot of sense. So, on top of this, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Muriel filed a lawsuit against Roblox last week, alleging the platform was intentionally or recklessly designed without effective age verification protocols and has allowed child predation, basically a claim that Roblox, for the record, is calling categorically untrue. So the company is also facing multiple civil lawsuits that allege it has enabled child predators as well. And a company spokesperson talking to Wired this week said, and I quote, "We are deeply troubled by any incident that endangers our users, and safety is a top priority. While no system is perfect, Roblox has implemented rigorous safeguards, including restrictions on sharing personal information, links, and user-to-user image sharing, and prohibiting sexual conversations," end quote. So Roblox obviously denies this, but this situation with them goes back years. So this is a true thing. We actually caught a case in my company, cybersecurity company, about 5 years ago, where a client's 8-ish-year-old kid found out that he was able to log out of the parental controlled Roblox account that they put on his tablet and then go ahead, get back into Roblox and create a new unrestricted user on the fly without needing to do things like even verify an email address, meaning he punched in a fake email address, punched in essentially a new password, and it didn't even say like, let's go to your email box to verify that you're real. It just let the person in. Now, I don't know if Roblox has since fixed that issue, but that was about 5 years ago, and if it's still around, that's obviously not good because it allows kids to get around those filters or controls like no social media in Roblox that parents would want to enforce for their children. If you have kids in Roblox, you should be looking at those parental controls and educating them on basically child predators and that danger. That's not good. That's not good. But here's the thing. We've all known that platforms, as I mentioned before, that focus on kids and have a social media function are going to be rife with predators. So consider some of the past articles on Roblox alone from literally around the world. And I went back searching, and we're going to go basically in chronological order here, starting with 2019 in the BBC out of the UK. Quote, "Roblox, I thought he was playing an innocent game. Online multiplayer game Roblox, which has 90 million users worldwide, is marketed at children, but there are also fears of it also being used to groom them. One mother explains how this happened to her young son." On top of it, we have Wales, also in the UK in 2019 from Wales Online, the publication, and their title was "Pedophile Groomed 150 Children to Engage in Sexual Activity Using Online Game Roblox." Heading over to Australia in 2018, a group called Fighters Against Child Abuse Australia, and they put out a statement, quote, "Roblox has been in the news again this week, this time with an Adelaide mother, Mandy Newcomb, saying her daughter Holly called her in tears after a user on the simulated reality game Roblox threatened to track her down, take off her clothes, and tape her to the bed." In 2017, as we get older, we're going to Canada for the CBC. Quote, child protection groups warns parents about luring explicit chat on game site Roblox. In 2017, here in the United States, NBC, local affiliate NBC4, had an article entitled Popular Online Gaming Site for Kids is Breeding Ground for Child Sex Predators, Mother Says. And on and on and on. So, as for this vigilante that Roblox has gone after, he goes by the name Schlep. I had to look him up. I actually got this tip from a subscriber that said, hey, this would be an interesting video. And quite frankly, I think it is an interesting video and podcast. So this person goes by Schlep. He's apparently rather popular online. He has a YouTube channel with way more subscribers than I have, for the record. Now, he claims that in a video that he recently put out, he claims that he and his team have exposed 6 predators on the Roblox platform in the last year alone and have gotten these 6 arrested. He put out a video where he states that Roblox is threatening to sue him as he claims to have received a cease and desist notice from Roblox. Now, the actions that Roblox want him to stop, according to the image of the cease and desist notice that he put on his video, I paused it and then I just wrote them down. Basically, Roblox is saying cease and desist on, and point 1, engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. Point 2, sharing or soliciting personal identifiable information, or PII. And point 3, directing users to move conversations off of Roblox. So, I can understand Roblox's position here. 2 out of the 3 things or points I just mentioned that they accuse Schlep of doing is exactly what a predator would do to try and lure a child, into an unfortunate situation. But to be clear, to be very clear, I'm not calling the Schlep person a predator at all. I don't know him. I don't really know his actions beyond what he said. I also don't play Roblox, as well. So if I take this person at his word, he is basically a vigilante, as essentially Roblox is calling him, meaning he has no authorization or jurisdiction to try and ferret out child predators on Roblox. But he appears to have done just that. No one personally, and I'm including Roblox employees in this for the record, is saying that putting away child predators is a bad thing, and there is no doubt that we are all glad that 6 of these jerks were caught, hopefully tried, convicted, etc., etc. However, we also live within a framework of laws, which means that vigilante justice is the antithesis of a fair legal system. It's like the lynching parties of old, if you think about it that way. Without evidence, a fair trial, and the ability to have a jury of your peers, maintaining a framework of law, it essentially just goes right out the window here. So Roblox, in that vein, has its own governance, which means it must also comply with the laws of countries that it operates in. And I just mentioned 4 or 5 of those countries essentially there. US, Canada, Australia, UK, and on and on and on, all have criminal codes for prosecuting child predators. And if anything, this Schlep person has really underscored that Roblox is not doing enough for age verification. That, for the record, is on Roblox. I also understand that for Roblox, this is a risk versus reward scenario to have more lax verification standards, because they want to make it as easy as humanly possible for anybody to sign up, just like Facebook, for the record, who also has a predator problem as well. So wherever you stand on this one, I'm sure we all agree that getting these predators off sites like Roblox is an absolute must. And I would also hope that we would also agree that a framework of laws should be in place, and that Roblox should indeed be held accountable for its actions or its inactions, possibly in this case. I also think that they are not going to sue this Schlep guy because, even though they sent him a cease and desist, they're not going to do this. And I think purely, it's because of optics, and taking him to court would be bad. You're taking the guy that literally caught 6 predators on your website and you're taking him to court. They're not going to touch him, providing he actually stops doing this. For the record, the court of public opinion has already judged Schlep, the Schlep guy, a hero. And so whether that's right or wrong, I'll let you decide. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And please feel free to subscribe to me at YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please pay attention. Stay safe, stay online, and all my other preamble that I completely just forgot. But I think it's really important to educate everybody, especially our kids, on child predators, because quite frankly, they're not at the local park, they're online. Take care.